What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in once again. This is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and this is a classic American beer. You already know what it is. Coors Banquet. Or just, the regular Coors, the non-light Coors. It's kind of hard to find, at least in my neck of the woods. Coors Light is more popular, more easily available, readily available. Regular Coors has kind of been forgotten. But this is one of those beers that's been requested a bunch of times, and I've been meaning to review it for a long time, but it's hard to find. And then I just kind of had to justify picking up a whole 12-pack of the stuff. But here it is, the commemorative 12-pack. Not only is it just a 12-pack of Coors cans, but we got the 4 commemorative cans in there. We'll leave it like that. This guy right here, Coors Banquet. America's fine beer, brewed with 100% Rocky Mountain water. Adolph Coors Company, Golden, Colorado. Good old Colorado Coors. It says back in the day, if you wanted a Coors Banquet, you had to get it yourself, and that was what many did. After road tripping cross country with empty trunks, they'd leave Golden with a little extra cargo. Maybe it was the Rocky Mountain water, maybe an excuse for a little adventure. Either way, as you know, it's worth going the entire mile to make it a banquet. All right. That's a load of crap, but whatever. Even though it's a legacy beer, even though it's a classic American beer, it's still an American adjunct lager. Coors, I believe, uses rice. So aside from all the preservatives and all the other crap that they put in there that they shouldn't put in there, they also put rice in there. It's not corn, it's rice. So, it is what it is. But again, I don't think I've ever had this, like the regular Coors. And if I have had the regular Coors Banquet before, it must have been once, maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago. So basically, I've never had this beer before. And I don't expect much, but I am curious, and I wanted to share it with you guys. A lot of people are curious about Coors Banquet. A lot of people wanted me to review it. A lot of people do think of it as that classic traditional American beer. Just punching up Beer Advocate really quick. Out of 509 reviews, 65 overall. Categorized as an American adjunct lager at 5.5. I'm sorry, was it 5.5 or 5.0? 5.0. Standard 5.0% alcohol by volume. Regular Budweiser is 5% alcohol by volume. Heineken is 5% alcohol by volume. Coors Banquet, 5%. So, all right, enough talk. I'm curious to see what this is like. I'm going to class it up a little with my Pilsner glass here. And enough talk, enough bullshit. Let's drink a beer. Now, for the record, even before I was drinking craft beer, I was never a fan of Coors Light. Always preferred Miller myself if I had to drink a light beer. And of course, now I really don't drink light beer. But I was never a fan of Coors. I've tried Keystone, both the Keystone Light and the Keystone Ice. They're made by Coors. Not a fan of those either. Those really suck. They have this nasty, chemically metallic-y weirdness to them that I just don't like. So here we go with Coors Banquet. This is the color my pee is going to be after having 3 or 4 of these. Slightly yellowish water. It's crystal clear, a lot of carbonation. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Yeah. I think I read somewhere that Coors uses rice, but I could be wrong. This could be corn. Oh well. You get them adjuncty flavors. A light hint of kind of like a really weak lame malt. No real hops to speak of. Yeah. So off we go. Cheers. Not a lot of flavor whatsoever. Maybe it is rice. Maybe it is rice because it's kind of a ricey rice pudding without the sweetness kind of finish there. Yeah, no. It's not as chemically or offensive as the Keystone beers were. This one is made, I guess, with a higher level of quality in mind. But yeah, no. It's easy to put down. It is kind of smooth. But there's really no flavor. There's really no standout flavors. You kind of get that mild, semi-sweet kind of rice note at the end. No real hops, no real bitterness, no real malt, no real anything that'll make me want to intentionally buy this ever again. And I have 11 more reminders of that. I guess it's kind of cool. I got the commemorative cans and all. I don't know, maybe I'll take a picture of them or something. Not going to save the cans, but I don't know, guys. I really wanted to bring you guys the Coors Banquet, you know. Just try the classic regular Coors that's kind of, you know, fallen to the wayside and has been forgotten in the emergence of light beers over the last 20, 30 years. But it's really just not worth it. It's inoffensive. I guess maybe I'd rather have this than a Busch. You know, I'd rather have this than a Keystone. I'd rather have this than like an MGD maybe. But it's just so plain and watery. It's really just kind of piss watery beer. And to everybody out there who likes Coors, who grew up on Coors, who used to steal Coors out of their dad's fridge or whatever, sorry to shit on you, man, but this is just not a good beer because there's really nothing going on with it. Not a lot of flavor, not a lot of anything. For what it is, for a standard, you know, traditional American adjunct lager, it's not bad. But, you know, I mean, you could do worse. You could do Keystone or Busch, but it's still not great. But it would go with some barbecue. It's summertime, you know what I mean? I'll probably kill these off while I'm grilling over the next week or so, weather permitting. So that's what it is. Coors Banquet. Not great. Not bad. Just blah. And that's what it is, guys, but I'll finish it anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. There's always a lot more coming, all right? Hoggie's Beer on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. And I might even do an Instagram one of these days. I don't know. Stay tuned. There's a lot more down the pipe. Peace. Actually, even with a shitty beer. But cheers.